Guys, guess what is restocking once again? You'll never get this one. It's the Dunk Low Panda. So of course today I'm going to give you all of the info that you need to know about that release and of course everything else, because today we're going over all of the latest sneaker news, leaks, rumors, all of that goodness. But of course we got to start off with a release recap. What did you guys manage to get and what did you take L's on? So we're just going to go over a couple big releases that happened recently. The first one is this one right here. This is the Dunk Low Union collaboration. This Argon colorway along with the, I guess, Lakers or the purple colorway, they both dropped on the Union website. Did you manage to get a pair? I didn't even try on the release. I was like, I think I was out, I was doing something, I just completely forgot about the release. Either way, I didn't manage to get a pair. Did you guys? I'm going to be entering as many raffles as possible and then hopefully grabbing them on the Nike Sneakers app. As of right now, I believe these are loaded up on the Nike Sneakers app out in the US. However, they're not loaded here in the UK. There are some raffles here in the UK, so I just expect either they're going to load up like the day before or something, or maybe Monday. Either way, let me know if you managed to grab a pair on the Union website. Then the next sneaker that dropped was of course the Jordan 1 Georgetown. These bad boys right here, this very clean pair, which I'm very thankful to have got from the Nike Sneakers app. These dropped out in the US, so specifically you guys out in the US, let me know if you managed to get them. Hey, you guys in the UK, did you manage to get them as well? Obviously our release was a while ago. The release of these out in the US kind of caught a few people off guard. I don't think they expected these to be that limited, but again, it's kind of, that's how they roll when it comes to an 85 cut of the Jordan 1. They don't release these like a regular pair of Jordan 1. If you didn't manage to get them, don't worry, because there's a bunch of stuff that we're getting into today. Of course, the first thing we need to talk about is tomorrow's release, and that of course is the Dunk Low Panda. These are dropping again, and from what I'm hearing, the stock is pretty decent, so you should have a decent chance at grabbing the Dunk Low Panda. If you haven't got it yet, hopefully this is your chance. Gonna keep restocking, they're gonna keep pumping out the stock, and I think everybody eventually should have a pair of these things, or whoever wants them. Either way, I'm on the Nike website right now. It is important to know that this is only for the EU and the UK. You guys out in the US, you already had your restock. I'm sure you guys are gonna get another one. But the regular men's sizing, we've got the Dunk High, and then of course the women's sizing. But not just that, we've also got younger kids and baby toddlers. So literally every size of the Dunk Low and the Dunk High Panda is going to be restocking. You definitely want to be awake tomorrow. So these are going to be dropping on the 4th of April, and of course it's a regular Nike app release, not the Nike Sneakers app. So you just go in there, you choose your size, and then you end up being pending for a while. Drop may be a little bit chaotic, the app may crash, so just be prepared for that when it comes to the release. These things, even though there's been a bunch of different restocks, they are still in huge demand. Everybody wants a pair of these things, so definitely be awake Monday, April the 4th. Good luck to everybody out there. I know that you guys have been messaging me on Instagram asking me about this release. Again, I try and help as many people as possible. Hey, if you want to go and follow me over on Instagram, stay up to date with all of the upcoming sneaker release, feel free to go and do that. It is at Elliot Page Sneakers. Okay guys, this next one is pretty massive, and I'm sure you have probably heard by now, but this is like probably one of the biggest pieces of news that we've had this year so far. And of course, it is the fact that Kanye West is bringing back the Yeezy 350 V1 Turtle Dove. That is right, this has pretty much been what everybody has been talking about this week. It's pretty massive news. I mean, this is the Yeezy 350. This is the first Yeezy 350. And first when I heard this news, I was like, whoa, I mean, that's crazy. And it took me a while to kind of process, like, okay, we're getting the V1s back. And then I started really thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Hear me out. Listen, I'm someone who never managed to get this pair of shoes, and obviously as someone who really likes Yeezy sneakers, it'd be great to get this pair of shoes. However, it kind of feels to me like they maybe should have just kept this one in the vault. You know what this really makes me think of? It makes me think of, like, you know when they drop a sequel to a movie 10 years later, and that movie or that sequel ends up being trash, and it kind of taints the whole legacy of that movie. A great example of this would be The Matrix. Also, how do you feel about rocking the Yeezy 350 V1 in 2022? Is it something that is just kind of out of fashion now? Is it something that you can throw in and rock and just feel like, yeah, this is me 2022? Or you gonna kind of get those 2015 vibes where everybody was wearing those skinny jeans and the flannel shirts and the oversized long line tees? because that's what it makes me feel like. Not to mention the fact that looking at these shoes, because they were so replicated in the past, like fakes of these things were flying back in 2015, 2016. So it kind of just, when I look at this, I just think of, oh, fake Yeezy. But either way, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on this restock. Is this something that you think was a good idea? Now, in terms of a release date on when this is happening, we don't know. The things that I've been hearing is apparently Yeezy Day, which I believe was August, the very beginning of August last year. But yeah, as of right now, some point here in 2022, it's pretty massive news. So I would definitely love your guys' opinion on this down in the comment section. So we've got our first looks at an upcoming pair of dunks that I think is actually pretty clean. This right here is the Jackie Robinson Nike Dunk Low, and just look at this, man. They've actually went pretty hard on this pair of shoes. Obviously Jackie Robinson, the baseball legend. There's a lot going on in terms of, like, there is some text on this pair of shoes, kind of reminds me of the Rebellionaire in that aspect, but the materials look pretty fantastic. Like, come on, the Nike swoosh, what is that? Some kind of maybe suede material. We've got the mini Nike swoosh on the toe box, which honestly I quite like as well. Either way, this is going to be dropping this month here in April, so we don't have a specific date in April, but I mean, we're in April now, so it should be right around the corner. And as soon as we get any word on an actual release date for this, you know where to find me. Right, another one that's right around the corner, specifically for us here in the UK. You guys out in the US are a little bit delayed, and that is the Jordan 1 Heritage. This is, I guess, love it or hate it. Pretty solid pair of sneakers in my opinion, but obviously the color blocking is not, I guess, traditional Jordan 1 color blocking. The fact that the Travis fragments kind of went with this color blocking, I think that's definitely going to increase the hype factor on this pair of sneakers. Either way, listen, the release date on this is April the 9th here in the UK. It's loaded up on the Nike sneakers app in a full family size run, so obviously you can get men's, toddlers, and I guess Gia. Now for you guys out in the US, I believe the release date is pretty heftily delayed. You guys are going to be getting this on May the 25th, so that is, I mean, that's pretty far down the line. I'm sorry, guys. Yeezys, guys. Yeezy went insanely hard last month. I mean, we got so many freaking drops, and we also got a bunch of restocks as well. Now, this month is looking a little bit more toned down, a little bit more tame, but one sneaker that we are going to be getting this month is the Yeezy Quantum Monocarbon. I don't remember if we have spoke about this one or not before, but my opinion is, hey, if you have pretty much any of the other Quantums, especially the OG, this is probably a pass for you. It's nothing that crazy. It kind of looks like it's going to have some kind of like tuna fish side thing. I don't know. It kind of just reminds me of a tuna fish. This one really doesn't change up enough for me. I'm going to be waiting on that orange pair. That one I will be copying, but this one is probably a pass for me. Let me know if you're going to be after this. And like I said, these are going to be dropping this month on April the 7th. I was going to say you definitely need to stay awake if you want to grab this, but you don't. You could be sleeping thoroughly. You could be in a deep REM sleep and still cop this pair of sneakers, and it may even be for like half price on sale. A sneaker that I'm liking more and more as I see it, and that is the Jordan 1 Stage Haze. At first I thought it was like people were just messing up the name of this sneaker and they were calling it the Sage Haze, but it's actually called the Stage Haze. Either way, for the most part, we have had really bad first images, like they've been super grainy and hard to see, but now we've got some really good in-hand pictures, which shows the cracked leather on the toe box, or basically all of the black parts of this shoe. Easy colorway to rock. I think this one's going to be pretty popular. I definitely want to get my hands on it, especially if I guess the white paneling is also good quality material. Now the release date on these is June, right in time for summer, which I think is pretty solid for this pair of sneakers. Now again, no specific date in June. Again, that it is a couple months away, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Back to some more Yeezy news. We've got some more updates on restocks. I mean, geez, Yeezy brand 2022? I feel like we may even get like more restocks than like new colorways or new sneakers. Got two different sneakers that are going to be restocking this year at some point. One that I'm pretty happy about, which is this one right here. This is the Yeezy 350 Hyperspace. If you even remember this one, I believe it was an Asia exclusive. Hardly seen anybody actually wearing these things out in the wild. Either way, it's supposed to be coming back here in 2022. Whether they will save this for Yeezy Day or whether this will be a standalone release at some point this year, we don't exactly know. But I will tell you about the other Yeezy 350 that's going to be dropping, and that is the Cinder Reflective. That's right, don't forget that Yeezy brand is also going to be dropping a different triple black colorway this year as well, which looks pretty much identical to this one. So I mean, in terms of Yeezy 350s, you have your pick of any kind of colorway you want. For me, there's just so many really dope 350s that are dropping. Any of the plainer ones are probably going to be a pass for me. I mean, hey, I've got Oreos now, I've got Dazzling Blues, I've got those, the bone ones, which I really like as well, so I'm pretty much set unless they drop something insane. Right, we've got an upcoming collaboration, which I know people are going to be pretty excited about, and that is on the New Balance 550. This time it is not Aim Leon Dore, it is actually Joe Freshgoods, which is not too much of a surprise. He's done a bunch of different New Balance models, so it was only a matter of time before he jumped over to the 550. So this colorway, or this, I guess, concept shoe is called Conversations Among Us. Plainish, simple colorway. It's all over sale for the most part. It is interesting materials though. Got some suede, and then instead of like leather, you've got, I guess, a kind of canvas material, which is pretty interesting. I expect it to be damn near impossible to get, and also expect it to resell for a decent amount of money. Now, there's no exact release date on when these are going to be dropping. It just says spring 2022, so you can expect these pretty soon. All right, we've got some on-foot looks at the upcoming Denim Jordan 1, which is looking like pretty... Have a look, see what you think, see if it changes your mind. Now, I believe this is woman sizing, I believe, or they're not really saying it, but either way, you've got this like gold Jumpman logo that kind of, what do they call that, a debray that goes on the laces, and of course it is raw edge denim for the basically most of the panels. It's pretty clean, but I don't know, just denim on a pair of Jordan 1s. In terms of a release date, he's going to be dropping on September the 23rd, so again, quite a way down the line, so we're not going to spend too much time. In fact, hey, let's just keep it moving. Okay, this is one that I'm definitely going to be after, and I feel like a lot of people are as well. Upcoming Air Jordan 4 Military Black. Now, we did speak about the military navy ones that were coming. I think we spoke about that last week. We've got some really good in-hand images. So these are supposed to be dropping on June the 25th. Take a look at the box, take a look at the color blocking, take a look at the details. This is going to be a really solid colorway for the Jordan 4 that I am 100% going to be after. May even have to pay resale if I don't get my hands on it. I don't know. I love Jordan 4s and I love this colorway. Really, really interesting collaboration coming up, and that is Bape and New Balance. Now, they did work together pretty recently, I believe. Was it the 2002R? Well, now they're moving over to the 5740, a model that I didn't think they would work together, or I guess it just didn't seem like a crazy silhouette, but here it is. I've never been a huge Bape fan, not that I think it's trash, but I just have never really been a huge Bape fan. That's just how it goes. But I am a 5740 fan, and I love that sneaker model. I think it's incredibly comfortable. This colorful option is not going to be my thing, but that first colorway, kind of the desaturated black and white one, or black and gray, is definitely a very solid option. Either way, this specific collaboration is supposed to be coming here in 2022. Right, of course, we have to talk about the upcoming Off-White release, which is pretty big news that these are dropping in general. So this is the Blazer Low. Now listen, we were supposed to get this a long time ago. Obviously, Virgil Abloh passed away and these got pushed back, or at least delayed indefinitely. We didn't really know if these were ever going to release, but now we have a release date, and now we know for certain these things are going to drop. So the release date is April the 8th. I'll give you a quick look at the Nike Sneakers app. Both of the colorways are loaded. That's the white and of course the black and green. Best news out of this is that we potentially could get more Off-White sneakers in general. So they haven't axed the entire Nike and Off-White collaboration. As we know, before Virgil passed, there was a bunch of collaborations that we kind of had leaked and rumored. Obviously another Jordan 4 collaboration, like Jordan 1s. There was going to be a lot that was going to happen. Not gonna lie and sit here and say that these are my favorite sneakers on the planet. In fact, I don't even know if I'll be able to pull them off, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see how they work, you know. Hey, this white colorway, might look pretty dope in the summertime. Either way, these both drop on April the 8th. If you want to try and grab a pair, enter the raffles, go for the Nike sneakers drop, and good luck. You know, you gotta kind of think, okay, summer's around the corner. What sneakers are gonna be in my rotation at that point? Well, maybe this one right here. This is the Stealth Jordan 4. Again, with that color blocking. That color blocking is something Jordan Brand is really doing this year. I think pretty much the same as the Heritage, at least from what I can see. Now, at first looks of this pair of sneakers, I was kind of like, I mean, it looks okay. Why not? It's pretty clean. But then I saw this one detail which I thought was very interesting. This right here. So the back of the tongue says, quality inspired by the greatest player ever. And then obviously has a picture of the GOAT, Michael Jordan. So, hey, listen, if Nike and Jordan Brand is going to put this stamp on, they better make it live up to that. They better not do the quality dirty and do Michael Jordan dirty by releasing trash material. So that's what I'm really expecting from this pair of shoes. Again, I just thought it was a pretty solid pair of Jordan 1s until I saw that, and I was like, okay, now I'm a little bit more interested. Either way, we do have a release date for this pretty clean pair of Jordan 1s. Again, going to be great for the summertime. And again, the release date is July the 16th. Let me know what you think of this, and let me know if you think they're going to fulfill their promise. We need to get into today's final story, which is pretty funny. That is another back and forth with this freaking StockX NFT. What are we calling it? Not necessarily a scandal. As you know, here's a brief little flashback. StockX releases NFTs. Nike says, no, what are you doing, bro? Those are our shoes and you're out here profiting off of that? Not today, son. Slap you with a lawsuit. And now StockX is like, bruh, you're coming at us? Let me tell you something, you don't even know what an NFT is. So essentially, StockX just tried to reiterate to Nike, listen, you don't know what you're talking about. I know you guys have all of your NFT stuff that you're working on, but over here, we know what we're doing. StockX stresses that its Vault NFTs are not virtual products or so-called digital sneakers, and instead are merely tokens tied to already authenticated products in its warehouse. This, StockX argues, provides users the benefit of bypassing sometimes lengthy turnaround of getting a pair authenticated. The response states that the NFTs themselves have no inherent value and cannot be traded separately from their associated physical item. So yeah, the whole thing, I think, is StockX's misrepresentation of what these are. They are trying to jump in on the NFT hype, but at the same time, they really needed to make that clear, because I don't think they did. This was a huge story and everybody kind of seemed really confused about what the value of these NFTs were, and that's why they were so high in value and then crashed down and there was people buying, you know, stuff at these crazy prices. But at the end of the day, this is a token that literally StockX owns. So if you buy an NFT, you can only trade that NFT on their platform, which essentially just means that they're trying to, I guess, allow people to trade receipts. So if you buy an NFT, you have to take StockX's word that they have a warehouse that is air controlled, and this valuable sneaker is just chilling in there waiting for you to either trade it in or just keep trading this NFT on their platform, buying and selling and hopefully making profit. I don't know. It's something that I think that they're going to keep on doing. I don't know if, I guess, Nike's lawsuit would still hold. Either way, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Don't forget to sub up, because of course I'm going to keep you in the loop of all the upcoming sneakers you do not want to miss. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then...